So, the overall energy, Leos, of your reading is the King of Cups. So the King of Cups, this is water, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer that might be strong in your chart or someone else's chart around this reading. But the energy of the King of Cups that surrounds this reading is having a huge cup of love, but not being able to hand it out or just not wanting to hand it out. But you do have a huge cup of love that you could offer someone. Now, this is surrounding your entire reading. Up here in your highest energy is the World. So there's a new life cycle. These are the two strongest energies in your whole reading. So there's a new life cycle coming in. I think you're waiting for the right life cycle, the right person to come in and change your life so that you can hand out that cup of love. You're really getting tired of hanging on to it, though, because I have the 10 of Wands right above the King of Cups. And it's right next to the new world, to the new life cycle. And so this is good, though. It's a 10 of Wands, so there's no 11. So you're reaching the end of the burden that you've been carrying about handing out that cup of love. And then next to the 10 of Wands is the King of Pentacles. This is Earth, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn that might be strong in your chart or in someone else's around this reading. Very mature energy, the King. Looking at that pentacle, you want a secure and solid and grounded relationship with someone you can share your love with. And it looks like there is a new life cycle coming in. Actually, they might have earth or water in their chart, but this is going to allow you to put down this burden of thinking. I think you're thinking that this is never going to happen, but that's a 10 of Wands. You cannot get the 11. So what happens is you start to go backwards. You can drop all those wands at once, or you can drop them one by one. I have the Knight of Swords under the World card and next to the King of Cups. So you're taking action, I think what's happened is this burden has been weighing on you, and it's like you haven't had much progress in finding someone to hand that love out to. So you're taking action, and you're going forth with your sword up. You're seeking truth. You're seeking clarity with this Knight of Swords. But this is a very actionable card in order to enter that life cycle in which you so much want to enter. So whatever action that is, I'm not sure. I might get some hints later on. I don't see anything now. This could be going on a dating site. This could be just getting out there more. This could be asking someone out. This is just some sort of actionable card that you're taking on your own behalf. I have the 2 of Pentacles next to the King of Cups and under the King of Pentacles. So this is confusion. It's like sometimes you feel like it's attainable, what you want, and other times you feel like it's not attainable. There's ships bouncing around on the waters out here. It's kind of like an off-balance situation that you find yourself in, and you want to get balanced. You want to just find that person and get on an even keel type of life where everything is comfortable and easy. So the 2 of Pentacles right under the King of Pentacles and right next to the King of Cups. So you have been confused on whether or not this will ever happen, and that is your burden that you are carrying. But you're taking action. You're taking action in order to try to make things happen for yourself. I have the Lovers right under the Knight of Swords. Can you believe that? The Lovers is a card for Gemini, so Gemini might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But there's your guardian angels and spirit guides, and they're saying, hey, take that action, because there is a soulmate out there, a divine soulmate that they're trying to get you together with. So get out there, do what it is that you're feeling compelled to do to stir things up, so that you can enter this life cycle, find that person that you've been looking for. You were probably lovers in another lifetime. There may be unfinished business, maybe the relationship ended too soon. I don't know. But this lifetime, your guardian angels and spirit guides are trying to bring you together. So there is a definite pentacle associated with this Lovers card, okay? With this soulmate. They have a pentacle that they can offer. They are secure, they are stable, they're grounded, and they can offer commitment. Now, this is what you're looking for. And you want to be able to hand out your love. You don't want to hand out your love, and I can see it here, to someone who is not committable, someone who is not grounded. But your guardian angels and spirit guides, they have the right person for you. You just need to get out there to discover them. I have the Hangman next to the Ace of Pentacles and under the Two of Pentacles. So the Hangman, this is a spiritual card. It's about enlightenment. It's like you're really not going anywheres in this card. You're just hanging there, but you're being enlightened at the same time. And I look around the Hangman here, and what it's saying is all this confusion about whether or not you're going to find the right person who's committable, that you'll want to commit to, all that confusion on whether or not that's going to happen is going to happen with a divine soulmate. Wowee. So, Leos. Five of Cups is next to the King of Pentacles. You are disappointed in love. You're looking at the spilled cups of love with this Five of Cups. This is what I call a card of hope because there's two full cups right behind this figure. So, you might be getting, all this confusion, these rocky seas. You've had relationships fall apart before. And you really don't have the highest hopes that this will ever happen, that you'll ever find the right person to share your life with that you really want to. But this is the card of hope. So have hope. Look, have hope. Your guardian angels and spirit guides want to bring you together with someone. You've been breadcrumbed. You've had people come into your life who have barely fed you enough and kept you hanging in there, wasted a lot of your time, threw your scales off balance. This is right next to the King of Swords, which is air. So that'd be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. That might be strong in your chart or someone else's. But I feel like there was somebody in your past that caused you to pull back that cup of love. And this is like put you on guard. You got your sword up. And you're like, no more breadcrumbing for me. You are very much going to keep your eye open for that. Because you learned that this, how to recognize breadcrumbing now. So under the Five of Cups is the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is right next to the Two of Pentacles. This is a soulmate card. This is friends with love and a soulmate card. Oh my gosh. So, I think we're still talking about something from your past. I think that whoever this was that was breadcrumbing you, it was more like a friends with benefits relationship. And I think those are the two cups there. And they're still standing. You still might be kind of friends or might still talk to them somewhat. But as far as a love relationship went, it didn't work. So that causes confusion because they're not willing to commit, not these friends with benefits relationships. So this Two of Cups is right next to Temperance. There's your guardian angels and spirit guides once again. Their job in this card is to help you get tempered. It's pulling see that foot in the water? They want both your feet on the ground so that you can be grounded and stable. Their job is to help you get balanced, like from this Two of Pentacles. And it's also to help give you patience, to temper you. Help give you patience that I know it feels like it's been, forever and ever and ever, a whole lifetime trying to find somebody that is the right person for you, and you're almost giving up hope. This is like this bush is budded, but it never bloomed, okay? And it may have budded several times, but never bloomed. In your life, as far as a relationship goes, you're very much aware of that. And so you're going to do everything you can in your power not to be stuck in another relationship that isn't going to come to fruition. But be patient. Temperance surrounds this whole second part of the reading. So, Temperance is just saying, be patient. There is a soulmate out here, a divine soulmate they really want to get you together with. But, everything has to line up. I have the Queen of Swords down here. And this is under the Hangman and next to the Hangman and under the Two of Cups. Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius again. So now we have the King and the Queen of Swords in your reading. Now, when this happens, this is a soulmate relationship. I think it's these lovers, and I think that this relationship that they're trying to get you in connection with, your whole relationship will be built on trust. It's going to be built on truth and clarity, and it's like you're going to be able to talk till all hours of the night, and talk and talk and talk. It's like you've known each other for a billion years, which you really might have. So you're going to be speaking your truth, and you're going to be, your part of it, a lot of it is trying to sort out energies that may be friends with benefits, to sort out the breadcrumbing, to sort out, these relationships that don't come to fruition. And also, the Queen is like facing the Hierophant, and this is a card for Taurus. Now, the energy of this card, right under Temperance too, trying to make you patient. Hey, look, there's a soulmate out there, okay? And when you meet this soulmate, where you come into connection with this soulmate, I think you're going to end up married. I think you're going to end up in a very grounded, secure, and stable relationship, just like what you want. It's all about traditional values, traditional morals. And I really feel with this Hierophant here, this is what you're doing when you're having these honest conversations. It's all about figuring out if they're the right one for you. And, the same thing goes for them in this conversation. And it feels like it is a lot of fun. It's like there's so much to talk about. I don't even know if you'll ever stop talking, to tell you the truth. Ever. The Hierophant is right next to the Eight of Pentacles, which is right under the Seven of Pentacles. So, they're going to be willing to work and build on this relationship, work and build on the future, a partnership, focusing on goals and really, just doing, this is what you want. You want this partnership. This is what you've been waiting for. And it is coming in. I'm not saying it's coming in this week. This is your weekly reading. My readings don't usually go past 6 months. But some of this may have already transpired. Some of it may have not. For everyone, it's different. It may not even be your reading because it's a general reading, but it will resonate with many of you. These are the 4 cards over here, the extra ones that came out, and I'm going to read them how I see them. I had the 9 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. Look at that soulmate card again. Very strong, divine connection, union between two people with lots of love and lots of joy. And it's right next to the 9 of Pentacles. This is you. You're secure, you're stable, and just being you. You need someone that you want to share your pentacles with and who wants to share theirs with you. You're self-confident, you're self-reliant, you're independent, and secure and stable and grounded and just being you. Now stay grounded, okay? So I feel like you are going to become 2, okay? And that other person is going to, this is a card of marriage, the 4 of Wands. We have 2 cards of marriage. Now down here with these 2, these are lessons learned. These are things that have happened in your past. You've had tower moments. This is one reason for pulling back that cup of love, your spilled cups, the breadcrumbing, the friends with benefits, the waiting for things to come to fruition. And you've also probably been ghosted or abandoned or felt rejected in a relationship. These things are going away. I have the 8 of Pentacles, which is really next to the Tower card here. I think you've just been focusing on yourself. I don't think you've really been doing much of anything else except focusing on yourself, building your own pentacles, looking forward to your own future. And I think you need to get out. And I think that's the advice of these cards is get out there, because there is someone divine that is waiting for you. And you will definitely forget that these other energies ever existed. So let me pull out an angel card. Now, this card may or may not resonate with this reading, but this is messages from your angels, your guardian angels, and your spirit guides. So whatever it is, whether it's advice or just something for you to think about, or encouragement, whatever it might be, they're all different, is something that your guardian angels and spirit guides want you to hear. And so here we go. So I'm going to cut these and take the bottom card right there. This is your card. It's the card of seeing clearly. And I'm going to hold it there. You can pause so you can read this as many times as you want. But I'm going to read it to you. Seeing clearly. It's time to view things from a different perspective. You have the blessed gift to see the past. That's why they're throwing out these past cards here, okay? The past. You have this blessed gift to see the past, the current situation, and envision amazing possibilities. You're going out there. Don't worry. The pause and momentum while you rethink your plan won't last. Embrace your uniqueness and allow it to serve you. So you are a very unique person, and just be yourself, and don't give it a second thought. You have paused. You've been keeping to yourself, like I thought, and I think you're getting ready to get out there again.